What's up, everybody? It's your boy, the Roof, and today I will be talking about the reason why I chose the Series S and X over the PS5. Now, a quick little disclaimer: exclusives, specs, tech, all of that other extra shit out the window. Like, don't care about it. Now, if the game is good to me, I don't care about your opinion or Metacritic. I'm not necessarily saying that I'm shooting down your opinion because like that's you, you know what I'm saying? Like if you was to say like a certain game is good, who am I to tell you that the game is not good to you, right? But I want to say that all that shit is out the window. Now, because I want to say I like Ghost of Tsushima, but I don't like Last of Us 2. You know what I'm saying? Like all exclusives are for people. Now that that's out the window, I'm gonna go ahead and just like close that door. The reason why I chose the Series S and X over the PS5, and the main thing, is because of backwards compatibility. Now, backwards compatibility. As gamers, we fought for backwards compatibility a while ago. Like, not even just people from Microsoft, people from Sony as well. We fought for that backwards compatibility. We wanted backwards compatibility because we loved the games from our previous generation, you know. So we wanted them, and Xbox delivered on that aspect. So backwards compatibility is definitely number one, and it complements. Not only does it complement Game Pass, but it also complements my back catalog because I own games for the 360 and I own games for the Xbox One. So it helps in that regard, you know. Number two, leading into backwards compatibility is Game Pass. Game Pass offers you a lot as a gamer. Now, okay, let me go. Like I already kind of said this, but I don't care about exclusives. I really don't. And another thing, I don't care about if the game is old or if it's dead or what have you. Like all of that is like kind of just I don't know. I look at those as I look at those as excuses to try to promote other things that really don't matter, like exclusives. As long as you enjoy the game, it all falls on you, you know. But yeah, Game Pass. Game Pass offers you a lot of stuff, you know. Not only does it reward you for playing Game Pass games and like doing like just playing the game in general. They also give you perks. They give you DLC content for other games. They give you digital content from other services like Disney Plus or Spotify. Hulu. Like they offer you a lot of things in Game Pass. It's not just gaming. It's more so focused on gaming, but there are other avenues that you can get with Game Pass, and like it's beautiful, you know. So Game Pass does a lot for the gamer and it supports the entertainment aspect as well. So Game Pass is definitely a hit, man. Um, Number three would have to be like the controllers. I prefer the Xbox controller over um the PlayStation controllers. More so from the DualShock 3, 4, and the DualSense 5. Like I mean the DualSense controller. I'm not a fan of neither of those controllers. I mean, honestly, I wasn't even a fan of DualSense 2 for real. But it was like the only controller we had at the time during the time of playing. Let me go ahead and say this as well. The Duke. I didn't like the Duke as much as the Xbox controller. But I can say the Duke was better than the DualShock 2. But going back to the reason why I chose the controllers. Not only can I play the Xbox One controller on the Xbox Series S and X, but I can also play my Series controllers on the Xbox One, and I feel like the buttons feel better. The triggers feel better. Everything just feel natural and smooth. You know, like I like having the controller in my hands, and it's responsive. It just feels better just playing games. You know, like I don't know. It's just like this comfort level you get the moment you put an Xbox controller in your hand, and like it's definitely like good. You know. In terms of the DualSense controller, now I had the DualSense controller in my hand before, and I actually played the with it before I even purchased my Xbox One X, not Xbox One X, Xbox Series X. Now, the main thing that was like a no to me was how the buttons felt. Like just pressing like X or like square, it felt like those buttons could like stick in the controller at any given moment. The D-pad kind of felt like mushy, and the triggers, it was like weird, you know, like I don't know, like the triggers was like really bad. That's the main thing about the DualSense 5. The triggers for me. Now the analog stick, I would say, had quality. But other than that, yeah, it was it just wasn't, personally, it's not a good controller, and I'm not a fan of how the layout is. It still follows that like that same mode from from the previous consoles. So they were like, uh, I just can't talk about the controller anymore. But anyway, they are the main things that main points to why I chose the series over the PS5. Oh, and another thing, my friends, most of my friends own an Xbox, you know, whether it be a series or just Xbox One. They own that console, and I can play with them and enjoy games. You know, I could be in a party with them. I could play with them. Whether it's like a game that's like quote unquote last gen or last gen, if you would say, or just talking, you know, like just chatting. Like I can still play with them. I can still communicate with them. I mean, you can still do that on on PlayStation 5 or 4, but you're kind of restricted from certain games you can play with them. You know. And also another thing about the controllers for the PS5 and the PS4. Let's just say hypothetically, right? I have a PS5, and I was to play Miles Morales on that PS5, and let's say I still had a PS4 controller laying around. You know, I can't play that game with that PS4 controller. I have to play with a PS5 controller. Now, I understand the haptic feedback and how the controller is designed and things of that nature. I get it, you know. But let's just say like something happened to your PS5 controller, and like anything is possible, you know. So let's just say hypothetically something happened to my PS5 controller, but I want to play Miles Morales, and I have a PS4 controller laying around, you know. I can't play it because of how the game is. It only is responsive to a PS5 controller, you know. But if I was playing a PS4 game on the PS5 and I had that controller, yeah, I could still be able to play it, you know. But if it's a PS5 game, I want to play Returnal, but my PS5 controller is broke, and I have a PS4 controller laying around, it's not going to respond to it because it's not a PS5 controller. It's not the DualSense. So that's another thing. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to touch on that and share my reasons why I chose the series over the PS5. Now, don't get me wrong, you guys. The PS5, if you like the PS5, go for it. You know, I'm not necessarily bashing the PS5 at all. As a matter of fact, my next video, I'm going to tell you games that I'm excited for PS5. You know, so stay tuned with that one. This is the Real Roof. Comment, like, dislike, do what you gotta do, man. And I'll be back with my next video. Alright, peace.